How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff. Not just Kaiju number 8. We cover plenty of manga on the channel, so stick around, check it out, see if anything else catches your interest. And with that being said, we got to get into it because we got chapter 54 today. And as I kind of assumed, either in this chapter or next chapter, we would get the funeral for one Isao Shinomiya. And we do, in fact, get this in this chapter, so it was very emotional on that front. I will say, before we get into it, I don't know if he is technically dead. There is a possibility that it's the whole, oh, Isao is still inside of there somewhere. I don't think so. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he actually is dead. But that's kind of just because I assume the fusing process is extremely traumatic on the human body. Like, I don't think what number 9 did to Isao is the same as what the little guy did to Kafka. Nowhere near the same. So yeah, this is probably a very tough experience on his physical body, and it did probably kill him. But that's not a guarantee, and it has not technically been confirmed because, well, none of them can actually confirm that. But they saw a kaiju take over his body and then leave, so we're going to assume he did pass away and die. So yeah, Kafka, he protected Kikuru. Narumi, he protected Kurusu. And yeah, Kikuru and Kurusu, I don't know specifically about Kurusu, I can't remember, but Kikuru was knocked out from the explosion and everything else going on. But we do see Kafka, and he's thinking about what number 9 said, the fact that next time I make a move will mark the start of the Kaiju era. That is ringing in Kafka's head, and he is just 100% not happy about how everything turned out, and he's even yelling at the sky, screaming, damn it, all of this stuff. Some people might actually find that kind of cringy, like him just yelling, damn it, at the sky. I kind of get that sometimes when you don't have any other way to release all the negative emotion, all the aggression, all the anger, all the frustration. Just yelling can help. So yeah, no, I kind of get that. I kind of feel that. Anyway, yeah, Narumi's also there. He's not happy, but he's nowhere near as animated as Kafka is. After this, we cut over to 2 days later, and we are getting a news report that is confirming the death of General Isao Shinomiya for the public, talking about all he's done for them on the front lines, at the heart of the Kaiju neutralization efforts in Japan for 30 years, all of this stuff. So yeah, he was very well known and very well liked by the people of Japan, very understandably so. But anyway, getting to the actual funeral, and we're having what I assume is the typical 21 gun salute. And obviously, most people are trying to hold back tears. Nobody is in a good mood. Some people are very angry. Yeah, everybody deals with grief differently. But yeah, we see Kafka, Narumi, the whole 1st Division. We cut over and see the 3rd Division real quick with Hoshina and Mina. We cut over to the 4th Division that is actually at the Matsumoto base, which is hilarious considering the author of the story is Naoya Matsumoto, so he just named one of the bases after himself. I would do the same thing. That's awesome, hilarious, I love it. But we get to see who I can only assume is the captain of the 4th base, and we also get to see Reno and Iharu there, so we know they went to the 4th Division for their extra training. And then we also get to see the 2nd Division at the Kanazawa base? I can't remember specifically, but yeah, we also get to see who I can only assume is the captain of that division. And is that like the brawly, scary, like mean-looking, angry woman archetype that we see in anime and manga a lot? I'm thinking that as a woman. I'm just saying, I think that's like the big, scary woman archetype, but doesn't really matter. We do get to see Aoi Kaguragi and Haruichi Izumo there, so we know the two of them went to the 2nd Division. I am kind of guessing that these are all of the divisions we have, is just the 4 divisions. That may not seem like a lot, but I assume there's like a lot of people in one division. But maybe that's just like the Tokyo sector or like the divisions in the capital, because yeah, no, that still seems really, really small for the entire country. Maybe kaiju attacks are just more centered on the highly populated areas. That would make sense. You doubt a kaiju that's the size of like a building is gonna go out and be like, oh, there's a little village with like 150 people in it. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. I don't want to go to the big city. Why? There's so many more people to eat or whatever kaiju do with people in the city. So yeah, they would probably just go there more often than not. So yeah, anyway, doesn't really matter. yeah, we finally get to see them. Not big introductions or everything. They're all just not happy, mad, sad, trying to hold back tears, all of this stuff just like everybody else. We then end up finding out that Kikaru didn't go to her father's funeral service. I don't know how I feel about this from Kikaru. I understand everybody deals with grief and loss and all of this stuff differently. But Kikaru, he was your last remaining parent. I was going to say is, but is not. Was your last remaining parent. Your mother is already gone. This isn't going to be a thing again. And you just didn't go to his funeral? Now, I also kind of understand that there was no body. There's nobody to bury, anything like this. So, I mean, yeah, you can just grieve on your own, but I mean, this is a whole service dedicated to your father, your last remaining parent that you just lost. It feels a little disrespectful to just skip the service. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but not so much because, like I said, I understand everybody handles grief differently and everything, but man, I don't know if I really like that decision from her. I mean, I can tell, obviously, I don't like it, but I don't know. I got a range. I got to figure out exactly how much I dislike it or if it's just kind of fallen even in the middle at 0. I don't know. But anyway, Kafka notices. Narumi also notices because we actually see Narumi pop up in the office with her. And this is obviously a very emotional time for Kikaru. She is crying. She feels like she is worthless, couldn't do anything to help, wasn't strong enough to save him, was too late to make a difference. All of these things, and as soon as Narumi tries to tell her that that isn't true, she stands up, and with tears in her eyes, she tells Narumi that she wants to become stronger. Narumi is almost very shocked by this. That was kind of the look on his face of shock. I don't know if this was because of Kikaru's resolve to be this strong-willed in a time like this, or maybe she possibly reminded him of himself at one point in time. Maybe he said those words to Isao Shinomiya specifically. Who knows? Because he does also tell her, like, everything Isao drilled into me, I am going to drill into you. Because after this shocked look, after she says this, he says that by the time number 9 comes back, he will make sure that her skills are unrivaled by anybody but himself. And Kikaru tried to say she would take the responsibility and the punishment for missing the service, but Narumi says, continue to work, show me results, and you will be excused of your absence and excused of the punishment. She says, yes, sir, and then we get to see Kafka outside, and something very interesting is going on with Kafka. Go check out Betty Adams' channel. She's talked about this multiple times, and I think she is completely right. She has mentioned multiple times that at the beginning of the series, Kafka had kind of dad bod, a little bit of pudge, everything, a little bit of extra pounds and ounces scattered throughout the body. And as the series has gone on, at first he started getting more chiseled. Well, he's part of the defense force now. He's going to be working out, and he's been very active, and maybe the kaiju body helps to like tone everything up. But then after the whole toning and muscle figures started coming out, it started getting thinner. She even noticed that in his side-by-side with Kikaru not too long ago, his waistline was barely bigger than hers. Now this is a guy who's gone from a dad bod, lost all the fat, down to just muscle. Now seems like he's starting to lose some muscle and get even thinner. And now at the end of this chapter, he looks down at his hand and there's some skin missing in between 2 of his fingers. And you can actually see down and see muscle fiber down there. So yeah, his body is basically degrading over time. Probably the more he uses the powers of number 8, the more he transforms into his kaiju form, the more it eats away at the stored up energy and supplies within his own body. This is very interesting, and I'm not sure exactly how this is going to play out or when anybody else in the story will figure this out, because after he sees this, he strengthens his resolve for Kikaru and for himself, saying he's going to kick number 9's ass, and then covers up the hand with a glove, keeping it hidden from everybody around him. There is a very, very super tiny small chance that his body just hadn't recovered from the fight yet, and that was just like that little missing chunk was like the last bit kind of healing up on his hand, and that reminded him of number 9 because that was from the fight, maybe? But I kind of think this is more going down the degradation route. And yeah, this is, like I said, very interesting. And yeah, I don't know how this is going to play out. Definitely curious to see how far that is going to go. But anyway, this is definitely a chapter to turn a new page in the series and move forward. The things that have happened before now are done and over with. We have to move on to the next and bigger thing if we hope to keep up with the enemy. So yeah, we've really turned a new page and started a new era in the story. Hopefully, this era doesn't turn into the Kaiju era next time 9 comes back. I kind of doubt it will, because that would be a strange way to end the story with number 9 just being on top. Like, I mean, hey, it would be a crazy turn. Nobody would see that coming, but don't really see it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.